Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. And it's episode 152 on the 21st of January. Yes, and it's a viewer request. Yes, it's Tearaway Thomas on the Amiga. Now, I seem to remember the tagline being that this was supposed to rival Sonic in the speed stakes, I think. Yeah. Right, so this game is nuts. Right, so we'll do as much as we can and see how we get on. Anyway, I remember playing the demo of this back in the day. I didn't actually ever get the full game, so it's quite nice to actually have a full working version, so I can bring it to you guys and we can have a good look through together. Yes, so the main character seems to be like a dog. Weirdly, has it ever been explained what Tearaway Thomas actually is? Because I'm not 100% sure. He looks like a dog, so we'll go with that. A damn speedy dog at that. Anyway, graphically, it's alright, I suppose. There's not much to write home about, really, is there? It's kind of basic. You've got some raster going on there, but you know, gradient lines and all that stuff. But my God, I tell you what, it's so fast that I think they've made it too fast. It's somewhat, it's not unplayable, but bloody hell, it's hard. Okay, so you can jump on the heads of the bears, but you can't jump on the birds. So basically, you've got no weapons, you've got nothing you can throw. You basically collect the gems through the level, enough to unlock the door. And basically, that's the aim of the game. Your only real enemy is the clock. You are going up against the clock, and let me tell you something, it gets frustratingly hard, because jumping is an absolute nightmare. Trying to actually get on the right place that you want to actually jump to is actually really quite difficult. But that's only due to the speed. If they just toned it down just slightly, the control scheme would be so much more fluent. But you know, it's about the fun factor, isn't it? Really, you know, we know games didn't look great back then. This isn't too bad. It's a bit strange in places. The bad guys have a little bit of an odd look to them. There's a smiling tree. Yeah, so basically that's it. You've got to get from one end, well, not even one end to the other, because these gems, as long as you get enough gems, which it does tell you at the start of every level how many you actually need to finish the level, the end of level stays locked until you have got all those gems. Now, like I said, you can jump on the bear's heads. You can't. I don't know why they didn't let you jump on the birds. You'll notice you don't actually get penalised life-wise when you hit something, but it takes precious little bits of your time away when you hit something, and you get that sort of dazed thing. Now, I'm getting a bit of fragmenting in my graphics there. I don't know if that's just my copy, but anyway, it shouldn't affect the review anyway. So yeah, look, there you go, time up, and I've lost life. So yeah, it's all based on time, and you pick up exactly where you left off. So that's not too bad, I suppose, but the fact is that you're on level 2 here, and already the timer has expired once. You know, this is what you're up against. You're not up against the bad guys, you're up against the clock. And it quite helpfully tells you when the exit's open as well. Now there we go. So I'm on stage 8, not quite sure that's right. Anyway, it tells you where the exit is, which is quite handy. And overall, the game is quite good fun. The only issue I've got is it's too fast. And, you know, that sounds stupid, because this is what they were going for. They were trying to give Sonic a run for his money. But, you know, there's giving Sonic a run for his money, and then there's this, which doesn't quite achieve what they were going for. And it's a shame, because this has so much more potential than it actually, was given. I think if they did an AGA version, there you go, lost another life due to time. I said hit something and your time restraints, and that's really not helping. Don't worry, if I do run out of time and lives, I will restart and give you guys a bit more, and hopefully we'll be able to give you a good portion of the game to at least have a look at. So, Tearaway Thomas, yes indeed. It's one of those viewer requests, so thank you Andrew, Heather, for this request. I am getting through the request line slowly but surely. If your request hasn't been done yet, please be patient, I will get round to it. I've got a lot on, for obvious reasons. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just head back a couple of videos and you'll find out. Anyway, so we're gonna have another go and see how we get on. Now the game is split up into sections, so you've got woodland, and then you'll have I think it's 4 sections, I think, to each level. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Maybe someone who's actually got further than I have can verify that. Anyway, but there are different stages, and there's different enemies. Like, I believe there's a stage where there's some bees, and if you collect their honey, they come chasing after you across the stage. That's a later level, but I've definitely been there. So that's quite interesting. I mean, it is pretty good. It is good. It's just let down by the fact that you can't even precision jump. You've got to and yeah, trying to jump over those in time. That's where I have my issue, really. The timer could have been a bit more generous than it is, but I suppose, you know, maybe eliminating some of the being able to eliminate the birds perhaps by jumping on them would have been nice, but you know, that's all down to how competitive you want to be and how much you want to finish the game, I suppose. Is it too much of a challenge? I don't know. Maybe it's too much of a challenge for this stage of the game, but you know, we'll press on. Yes. Sound-wise, is quite nice. You've got the nice gem collection noises. You've got a really good little soundtrack going on, so that's nice. They've done a good job with that. I quite like the soundtrack, actually. It's very catchy, and you'll probably end up humming it for a bit as well once you've finished playing. You know, but that's another reason it might draw you back, because you just thought, oh, I like that theme tune, I'll have a go at that. But yeah, it helps to play a little bit. And the other thing about Tearaway Thomas is that you could do, I suppose it's only a one-player game, but you could maybe, not 100% sure, maybe you could figure out a way of multiplaying it. I'm not really sure how you do that. It would probably have to be per game and see how quickly you could get through the level compared to your friends. Maybe that could be a way of giving it a little bit more life. But on the whole, it's a good effort. But looking, it sort of reminds me of the freebies you get on the front of the like Amiga Power and Amiga format and stuff like that. It just reminds me of a cover game a little bit, which is a shame. But like I said, if there was ever an AGA version, that would be epic. Anyway, playability, yeah, it's playable. Controls are fairly tight, and I'll tell you what they are, which is basically left and right, and fire does, I think it's fire that does jumping. Yes, it is fire that does jump. And you just go, yeah, that's it, that's your controls. So really, really simple. There's nothing to worry about as far as up and down goes. Well, I suppose once you're on... No, it doesn't. It automatically hooks onto the line as well. Sorry, I was trying to push up when I was doing that. But yeah, I think all the different aspects, like these little crawler ropes and stuff like that, gives a bit more variety to the game, which is quite nice. It's not just all jumping in tree branches, which, you know, it splits the game up a little bit more, gives it a bit more diversity, which is always a nice thing in games, because you don't want it to be monotonous. I hope I got that right. I can never say that word properly, so hopefully I've done it this time. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so those birds are really annoying, especially when they're really close together, but that's something you're just going to have to have a go. I do recommend having a go at this game, especially if you are a platform fan and you like a little bit of a challenge, because I can assure you that this will give you a challenge in a fun way. So you've got, oh, for God, the replay factor, I think you probably would come back to this game until you finished it, and then you probably wouldn't ever play it again, which is a shame because there's so much replay value to be had in this game. But unfortunately, due to the frustration levels that you'll get from constantly running out of time, I think this might be one that you'll only play a couple of times or a handful of times, finish it and put it away. But you know, I think it's a fairly easy game to get on eBay, and I don't think it's one of those ones that costs a ton either. So you could treat yourself and pick up a copy of Tearaway Thomas, and it works on A500 and A500 Plus, and I'm playing this on my 1200. So there we go. Hope that you have enjoyed the review. Massive thanks, guys, by the way. 800 subscribers, that's awesome. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and any videos that you like and enjoy and you think some of your friends might like, feel free to push that share button. And I thank you in advance. So age range, well, that's a tricky one, because some of you are going to say, well, you know, it's a cute little character, let the young'uns have a go. Well, yes, I would say that. That's not a problem. I think it might be a bit too hard, because the reaction times that you've got are you've got to be so quick, that I'm not sure that... I think a lot of frustration might build in. I mean, I get frustrated with this, and I'm not a child. So, there you go. I'm a child of the retro era, that's what I am. But, yeah, it's alright, it's not too bad. I would say give it a go, because if this looks like your cup of tea, and you think maybe that I'm exaggerating the speed, I'm not. But have a go for yourself, and see how far you get. Now, did anybody have Tearaway Thomas back in the day? Did anybody finish it? And what were your thoughts at the time? Did you think that this was crazy for the time? Was it like, wow, the Amiga, I didn't think it could do this speed, that sort of thing? Did they take it too far on the speed front? You let me know what you think, because I'm always interested to know, and I always respond to you guys as well. I just love to have a bit of a retro banter with you guys in the comments, so leave me some and I will get to you. So, yas. This has been Tearaway Thomas on the Amiga, and yeah, it's pretty good fun. Frustrating, but fun. So give it a go and let me know what you think in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you very, very soon. I'm going to leave you with a little bit more Tearaway, and I will speak to you again real soon. I am in the process of sorting out a Master System game to play for my next review. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know. I've tried a handful today, and I'm like, can't really make my mind up. So yeah, open to suggestions. Sega Master System, thank you very much. And you guys keep it retro, and as always, it's bye for now. I'm going to just let the video play out. So enjoy the last few bits, and I'll catch you on the next review. Until then, my friends, it's goodbye.